Hello again, this is S Monty Gaming, and we're going to take an in-depth look at Intrigue in Crusader Kings 3. In this video, I will cover schemes, agents, collecting hooks, and give a few examples on how to use these. In order to break down Intrigue, we must start by diving into schemes. CK3 has two types of schemes. Personal, these are plots based on manipulating the target's opinion towards you in some way, and hostile, plots that in some way cause detriment to the targeted character. You may have one of each type of scheme active, but both cannot share a target. So, you can seduce your liege, but not simultaneously attempt his abduction. Active schemes must be progressed before they can be executed on. This progression is shown as a series of 10 boxes in the Schemes tab. Each month, a check will be made to determine whether or not the scheme progresses, and this chance is based on your target's scheme resistance versus your scheme power. These factors are derived from each party's respective intrigue skill, and for rulers, their spy master skill. During progress, you may be prompted with random events that may help or hinder your plans. Your hostile scheme's initial success chance is a summation of any positive or negative modifiers, such as your intrigue skill, applicable perks, and traits. A paranoid target, for instance, would apply a negative modifier to your plot's success chance. Hostile schemes will also have a secrecy component. This is the chance your plans remain hidden and is based on your initial success chance and any applicable modifiers. Keeping your scheme a secret is important to your overall success chance, but may also grant your character a secret that can be discovered and leveraged for a hook later on. Currently, there are 2 hostile and 1 personal scheme that rely on the intrigue skill. We will look at each more specifically, but first we need to touch on agents and hooks. Agents are characters that have some sort of relation or tie to your target and may serve as an accomplice in a scheme. This would include your target's court, family, and friends. One or more of these agents may be enlisted, and their additional success chance is added as determined by said agent's closeness to the target and their personal intrigue skill. As the wiki table shows, characters such as spouses, spy masters, and friends are closer to the target and thus provide the most plot power. When targeting somebody in a hostile plot, take a look at some of their close relations, as you may find seducing a few of their sisters might convince them to go along with your scheme. An agent's acceptance is based on their opinion of you, their opinion of your target, whether or not they have something to gain, and any traits or lifestyle choice modifiers. Of course, agents that are initially unwilling to join may be bribed with gold, or if you have a strong hook on them. When starting a hostile scheme, the success chance listed in the prompt will include agents already willing to join. If there are those that can be convinced by bribe or by hook, this number will be listed in the prompt's potential agent count, shown right here. Quickly before we move on, I just wanted to mention that if you feel this content is helpful or useful in any way, and you want to see more mechanic-specific guides and builds, feel free to drop a like or a sub. You know the deal, it helps grow the channel, but also lets me know that these things are useful in some way. Next, we have hooks. These are a means of influencing/forcing a character's decision. Hooks can be gained from random events, by blackmailing someone for a discovered secret, or via the Fabricate Hook scheme when you have the Truth is Relative perk. Hooks represent a favor owed to you by said character and can come in 2 forms, weak and strong. Weak hooks can be used once, whereas strong hooks may be used multiple times but on a cooldown. There are many applications to using hooks, such as forcing acceptance to a marriage proposal, forcing a negotiated alliance, and the list goes on. For scheming though, you'll need a strong hook to force agent acceptance, as weak hooks will not work. A good strategy would be to set your spy master to uncover secrets in your target's court prior to starting a scheme, as any dirt found on a close family member, for instance, could prove vital to the success of your scheme. Given we've covered the mechanics of scheming in general, we can quickly look at the following scheme choices you have at your disposal. For each scheme, we'll look at the success effect, whether or not you can have agents, and the effect keeping it secret has. First, we'll start with murder. All characters have the ability to plot and kill a target, and naturally, upon success, your target is killed. You may have agents in this plot, and if kept secret, you will receive a murder secret, which can result in another character blackmailing you for a hook, given they've discovered your dirty misdeed. Murder, in my opinion, has some really fun uses. You can force a succession, break up an alliance, or even remove political opponents. I get excited just even thinking about it. If you pick up the Kidnapper perk, you gain the ability to abduct characters. On success, your target is imprisoned, and you may enlist the help of others for this scheme. Secrecy didn't seem to matter in my testing, as in any case I ended up with, you've committed the crime of kidnapping. I'd assume this gives your liege reason to imprison you, and possibly some sort of negative opinion modifier. Honestly though, this is arguably the most overpowered thing you can do in this game. Declaring war on a ruler just before a successful scheme completes results in said ruler's imprisonment, thus giving an instant 100% war score. Take a look at a clip from my testing of a passive playthrough. You can see the ruler wasn't even able to raise his troops before I enforced my demands. If you've picked up Truth is Relative, you'll have access to the Fabricate Hook scheme. This one is super versatile, as fabricated hooks can be used to force others into favorable situations for yourself. As you'd expect, a successful scheme grants either a strong or weak hook on your target. You cannot have agents when fabricating a hook, and there didn't seem to be any secret associated with this scheme, though if you were exposed, it appeared to have a severe penalty to your success chance. This is one of my favorite schemes, as you can supplement a murder and abduction scheme by first fabricating a hook on someone close to your target. Spymaster is always my go-to choice, but spouses and best friends can be very good too, as they equate to a lot of scheme power. Now, for personal schemes. Believe it or not, Romance and Seduce are not based on your Intrigue skill, though there are a lot of relevant perks in this tree that affect them. The only personal scheme based on the Intrigue skill is Elope. Personal schemes do not have agents or secrecy effects associated with them, so you're free to attempt indefinitely. When successfully eloping, your target will join your court and marry you. The success chance for this scheme is based on a few things: your Intrigue score, your target's Intrigue score, your target's liege's Intrigue score, and whether or not the target is considered unimportant. Note that in order to elope, your target must be considered your soulmate. Soulmates are a product of the romance scheme, and obviously your target will have to like you before you go down this path. I haven't played around with elope yet, so please let me know in the comments if you pulled anything off and how that worked out for you. I really like the feel of Intrigue overall in CK3. The process of identifying a worthy target, courting potential agents, and then setting a plan in motion, to me, just feels so satisfying. If you like these breakdowns, please let me know and I will continue to make videos like this. If I ever get around to it, I may record myself doing a passive playthrough, though it'll likely be a video of just menus and clicks. In any case, I hope to see you guys in the next one, so make sure to stick around. See yas.